Yeah. Is question paper is visible? Yes. I think so. Okay. So any queries, definitely you can now, because okay, this admit things are still going on. And one more thing. Okay. Okay, Hangout tab is there. That's why you can't see the question paper. Guys, now we are not able to see anything except Hangout tab. Okay. We are presenting. Guys, just a minute. We are not able to see anything except Hangout tab. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. This question paper is visible now. Yes? Somebody talk, please. Yes. Okay. So now let's look at this question paper. So now what is the question? First question. Can somebody with me? Hiloni, can you talk? Or Akash, you can talk, please? First.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So question number, this is 2019 question. So in this, what has been asked? Can you tell me? In the beginning, what is something is given? PV of rupee 1. What is that?
So, PV factors
Uh, yes, PV factor is given. What else?
and discounting rates are given.
Okay, PV factor and discounting rates are given. What is the advantage of this going to be for you?
We need not calculate it.
You need not require to calculate whatever we have done so far. It's okay, good. That is one thing. What else? The question number 1. Now look at and tell me. What is this problem? Fatafat, huh? Guys, if somebody wants to chat also, please go on. Discuss. Because we have limited time. Otherwise you tell me. Fast.
So,
Because we have to cover this. Yeah?
crashing problem
This is a crashing problem. And why the crashing is done in the project?
to make it faster.
Okay. To conserve the time in the project, many a times you prepone the project, or sometimes if there is delay happened because of certain other things, you want to cover it up, that delay, shorten the delay, you use crashing technique, right?
Yes.
So this is a question number 1A, and you can solve it. It's operation part. It's not ours, but it is a operation part. We have to cover this. Okay, guys. Entire our today's discussion will be in multifold. As I told you, we are beginning with question number 2019, 2018, then risk management, and the last one is today's question paper. I mean, in between also I will be discussing, but that is the thing. Are you getting? So
Yes.
now, so question number 1A is like this. Now look at the question number 1B. How to solve this? Yeah, this is 2019 question.
The payback
How to,
period.
yeah, tell me.
Payback period method.
Payback period method. So what is,
NLP.
so what is been given? Can you read it?
3 projects are given, 3 options,
Mhm.
and cash outflow and cash inflows are given.
Okay. Then this kind of problem, don't you think we have solved?
Yes.
And ranking, that means option A1, that means project A. Option 2, that means project B, and option 3, that means project C. Out of 3 projects, and 3 projects ka individual cash flows are given, right? Based on that, can you rank the project,
Yes.
right? Individual cash outflows are cash inflows are also given. Outflow is 5,000, 5,000. Sorry, 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs of individual project, and inflows are variable. That is 2.5, 2.5 for first project, and the other project is different. So what you will be doing? You will be finding present value of all the cash flows, and then you will be calculating that. Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
You can able to solve this kind of sum? Yes. Okay. Akash also replied. So this kind of sums can be solved. And we have already attempted this kind of sums. If you remember, right?
Yes.
Okay. So now, the next part is, if you look at the question number 2, below that, with a neat diagram, explain S curve. How you will be doing that? Explain S curve. How to explain this S curve? Because this is a university question, guys, and that's why I'm asking you. How you will be explaining S curve? Okay, so I have to share with you my PPTs in that case. Okay, let me do that as well. Yes, project life cycle. Yes, partly you have to explain that. Yeah, if I have to show you, just a minute. I will share. If I will be sharing this. Yes. If I am entirely sharing my screen, is my screen is shared with you? Yes. My screen is visible to you? Yes, Iloni? Yeah, fine. So now in that screen, now I will be opening one more thing. Being the screen is open to you, we'll discuss about this also. Are the PPTs are visible? Hello? Iloni?
No,
Yes?
sir. Again, the handout page is visible.
Again, Hangout. Okay, only my pages. Come on, yaar. I have shared you the entire screen. एक minute ना. Because entire screen तो fast हो जाएगा. दो चीजें I can show you fast. Yes. Okay. Okay. Entire screen is shared with you. Comfortable? Is it visible, Hiloni?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So now both the entire screen is visible to you. Okay. So now this screen part I am just keeping over here because if any messages are there, I can able to see. Now my screen is shared with you completely. So now look at this. Because why I'm keeping it over here, because let's see the question as well as our answers, what we are supposed to do. S curve, it has been asked in this question, question number 1C, left side of this. My screen is visible to you now. Now,
Yes.
look at this. What is expected in the answer? That PPT is also I have shared with you, but let's try to see what is S curve. In final examination, the same thing to be explained. S curve. Look at this. What is S curve? It is a part of project life cycle itself, where x-axis belongs to x-axis mentions what? X-axis mentions time, and whereas time duration of the project, and y-axis represents amount, that is cost of the project. So it has also 4 phases. In S curve, basically it is also called as a cost curve. S curve is also called as a cost curve. So in cost curve, initially there is less a cost is there, initiation phase. But planning phase, the cost is little bit build up, and subsequently execution phase, the cost is substantially build up, and closure phase, it has stopped. I mean, the cost is remaining constant. That means what? Initiation phase, there is less investment is there. Only few people will be working on the project, and that is the reason that the initiation phase, the cost of the project is very less. You can understand that. You can look at this S curve. The initial expenditure in the project is very less, whereas if you notice, subsequently there is substantial investment in the project, which is in planning phase. You appoint the consultant, and that is why post consultant cost increases, and execution phase the cost of the project increases substantially, and the closure phase it stops. Is it okay? So you have to explain all 5 phases in this. That is initiation, planning, execution, and then with that monitoring and control and the closure phase. Are you comfortable? So with need diagram, can you explain? Iloni, you are comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now the left side, if you are comfortable, okay. Abhi also replied, okay, very good. The next part is question number 2A. Yes. Can you read it? Can you read it?
Sir, it's not visible.
Question number 2A. Yeah. Now it is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please.
Write a short note on debt service coverage ratio, DSCR.
Okay. How you will do that? Debt service coverage ratio. How you will do that? Last time I have already given you the formula. Do you remember?
Yes.
Okay. So DSCR. This is that formula. DSCR, that is PAT plus depreciation plus interest on term loan divided by interest on term loan plus term loan component repaid. That is nothing but the denominator part is nothing but your EMI. That is interest on term loan plus term loan component repaid. Okay. So you will be explaining this part in your. You will be explaining this part in the justification of debt service coverage ratio. Okay. And what is the value is expected of DSCR? Why it is used?
1.5 above
It should be greater than 1.5. That is the value. If some companies are having better DSCR, those will be more than 1.5. It is as high as possible. It is recommended. If company is having higher in DSCR, that means that company is good for giving loan. That means that company can be given loan. That is what bank assess. So basically, it is bank's assessment methodology. It helps in bank assessment of the company, and that is why DSCR should be used. Are you getting? So this is what you have to mention in the 5-mark note. Are you comfortable? Formula you have to give and you have to explain it. Comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. So Hiloni, question number 2B. Can you tell me?
Your company is considering 2 mutually exclusive projects, A and B. Project A involves an outlay of rupees 100 million and will generate an expected cash inflow of rupees 25 million per year for 6 years. Project B calls for an outlay of rupees 50 million, which will produce an expected cash inflow of rupees 13 million per year for 6 years. The company's cost of capital is 12%, suggest with appropriate. Sorry, it's not visible.
Okay. Suggest appropriate. Now we have to do it. So how is suggest
Reason
appropriate?
for your choice of the project.
Okay. So now what we will be doing in this? Tell me how to do it.
So by calculated NPV, you can do it.
Okay. So क्या दिया है? Project A involves $100 million outlay, and B project 13 million.
50
Sorry,
million.
it's not 50 million outlay. So how you will be calculating? Do you remember? Last week I have told
Cash
you.
outflow outflow will be of A will be 100 and B will be 50.
Okay. A will be, एक minute, huh? I will just take it up which we have solved already, so that will be much better and faster. Sorry, that is not good. I'm just taking this workbook, that is faster. Okay. 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 Guys, you tell me now. What we are supposed to do? What is the question given? First, what is the question given? A. You tell me. A is how many months? A involves an outlay of 100 million. So 100 is the cash outflow
Yes.
for A. What is and expected inflow of 25. So annual cash inflow कितना रहेगा? 25. Am I right? Did I do that? Hiloni, can you able to hear? And project B calls an outlay of 50. Sorry, it's 100 for first. Project B 50. And cash inflow of
15.
15.
13.
13 lakhs. Okay. And life of the project?
6 years.
6 years. So 6 years and 6 years is the life of the project. Then what?
12% is the COC.
12% is COC. So I am mentioning here cost of capital COC is 12%. Okay. So क्या होगा? This is my PV factor, right? 1 upon 1 plus T raised to N. This is my formula. Do you remember? So first year का मैंने NPV निकाला, PV factor, sorry, present value factor, that is 0.89 with 12%. Second year it is 0.79. And this is given in your question paper also. If you see over here, look at that, 12%, 0.893, दिया है बेटा? Can you able to see? Let's compare it. So let's compare it. What is that? Let's see. 3 digits it is given. So 0.893 for 12%. Then second year it is 0.797. Is it given? Yeah. Third year 712. Fourth year 0.636 and 0.613. Fourth year 636. Then 567 and 6th year 507. This is what. So I have to take summation of this. Is going to be my PV factor. Don't you think so? Yes, Hiloni?
Yes, sir.
If the cash flow is constant, what we are supposed to do?
Annuity factor.
Annuity factor से multiply करना है. That is going to be your cash inflow. So what is going to be my cash inflow in this case? Yeah, 25 multiplied by 4.14. So my cash flow inflow is going to be in this project is how much? 102.79. And in case of project B, it is 4.11 से मैंने multiply किया 13 को, तो 53.45. So in short, what is happening now in this case? If you look at in this question, my NPV will be cash, this inflow minus outflow 100. It works out to be my NPV. How much it is? 2. Yes, guys. 2.79 and 3.45. Which is going to be ranked number 1 in this case? A or B?
B.
It is going to be project B. And what is the question? Suggest appropriate reason your choice of the project. Which project I will select based on this? Yeah? Which project I am going to select? Iloni?
So B.
Project B. So that is the thing. So you can answer this. Why B is chosen?
Yes.
Because highest NPV. Okay? Are you getting comfortable? Okay. Yeah, Hiloni, anything in between? Anybody having question, guys? I have to take to the next level fast. Yeah. What is work? What is the work schedule and what is the purpose? Does it serve? What it means? ये operation का part है. Work schedule. Work schedule is nothing but what? Each work, how much time it is going to take. Are you getting?
Yes.
So that is going to, and accordingly, you are going to prepare a network diagram. You are going to prepare first a Gantt chart. How much time it is going to be take? That is going to be a work schedule. What is purpose? It is used for estimation purpose. Work schedule. Okay? Because estimation say you are going to decide your critical path. You will be working on that, and you will be finding out the duration of the project. Okay? And that's why work schedule is required. The next part, question number 3A. Can you tell me, did we solve this kind of sum last week? Can
Yes.
you read it? Diloni, can you read it?
Table represents data related to a project where the investment is rupees 40,000. Year
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh, PBDIT, depreciation, interest, principal repayment is given for all the 5 years.
Hmm.
Find out debt service coverage ratio for each year if the applicable tax rate is 30%.
Okay, this kind of sum last week we have already solved.
Yes.
PBDIT calculation. I mean, debt service पहले PAT निकालोगे, PAT plus depreciation plus interest and whole thing divided by interest plus principal. Every data is given, so you can solve this kind of sum directly. Okay, so no issues about that. 7B, sorry, question number 3B. How to solve this?
So
Question number 3.
forecasting.
Tell
No,
me.
no. Uh,
This is what forecasting sum. Do you remember? Question number 4B, 3B.
yes.
Okay. So question number 3B and C are forecasting sum, which is part of your operations. It must have been covered already. Okay. So no issues. So that is what you have to do it. There is one exponential smoothing constant. Also, it is been used. एक मिनट. MAD क्या है? Mean average deviation. Are you aware?
Yes.
MSE, mean square error. Are you remembering? This is a part of operations. Obviously, it will not be there in today's examination, but in the part of final examination, this will be there. Okay. So today I will not be taking time on this explaining this because operation this must have been covered. Okay. If any still doubt, definitely you can connect with me later. Okay. Question number 4. Can you able to see this?
Yes.
Can you read it little bit? Compare proposal A, project A and project B. Now you tell me. On the basis of calculate NPV method, which project you will be selecting? Project A. How to do that calculation? Can you tell me?
So
Yes.
this sum we have solved.
Yes, yes. This we have solved, right?
Yes.
Do you remember? We have solved this kind of sum. Do you remember?
Yes,
Yes.
sir. The
Okay.
same sum we have solved.
Yeah, same sum we have done it, right? That is first year, second year, third year, cash outflows are inflows are being mentioned. Example like this, we have solved it. That 10 lakhs, right? This is what's the same sum we have solved, I think so. 2 lakhs, 10 lakhs is initial investment. Am I right? Right side, you can able to see that. First year 2 lakhs inflow, the second year 3 lakhs inflow, 4 lakhs third year, and then 5 lakh, 4 lakh, again 3 lakhs, and then it is 1 lakh inflow. Am I right? No, no, 10 lakhs it is inflow. The last year is how much? 1 lakh, sorry. So this is what the sum we have already solved. Okay, what is happening? The cost of capital is 15%. Yeah? Guys, are you getting this? This is
Yes.
what the data horizontally given, the same thing I'm mentioning over here. This is inflow. The blue line, blue data is inflow. This is yellow one is outflow. Okay. So now, what you did, present value factor. So the cost of capital mentioned is 15%. So I have taken cost of capital as 15%, which is mentioned over here. तो उसका क्या लिख किया कि I have found out the present discount value से discount factor I have calculated, that is this PV factor. This is mentioned over here. And then what we calculated, discounted cash flow inflow we have calculated after multiplying with this. Are you getting? Don't you think this is a discounted cash flow? We have calculated this. What we did, this 2 lakhs multiplied by 0.87, 1,73,000. This way, each year discount factor you have multiplied and you got what? The total of that you have got something 8,85,000. This is the discounted cash flow total. So what is going to be NPV? NPV is going to be, what is the formula of NPV, ma'am? Can you tell me? What is the formula of NPV? Cash inflow minus cash outflow. Inflow is 885, outflow is 10 lakhs. So what is going to be NPV? It is negative. So whether you will go for project A,
No.
NPV is negative, you will not go for that project. Are you getting? And what about project B? Similar way, you have to calculate for project B. Okay, let's see. I'll just do this. What is been given, ma'am, for project B? Can you tell me? We will just do the same calculation.
Is given as 10 lakh.
एक minute, huh? We'll just put it. The data we'll put it. Oh, he's asking. एक minute, huh? You have to admit it. Okay, guys. That's why I said. Okay, tell me fast. Huh? In outflow क्या है again? Initial investment 10 lakh. Okay. What is inflow?
3 lakh, 4 lakh.
Okay. Okay. 3 lakhs. Sorry. So 3 lakhs. Then it is 4 lakhs.
4 lakhs.
Then
4
again
lakhs.
4 lakhs. Okay. Then
3 lakhs, 2 lakhs.
3 lakhs and 2 lakhs. 3 lakhs.
13%.
2 lakhs. But cost of capital is now 13%. If I will do that, my PV factor has changed. Guys, I can look into this. अगर ये values मिल रहे क्या PV factor ऊपर देखो 13%, 0.885,
Yes.
783. I have calculated 693 and
613, 543.
so you are right. So we are just multiplying that. So with this PV factor, if I will multiply, what I am going to get? Discounted cash flows. Discounted cash flows ka sum is this 11 lakh 48,000 and my initial investment is 10 lakhs. So is NPV is positive in this case? So NPV is positive in this case. So guys, can you tell me whether I will go for this project or not? Which project I will go? A, the NPV was negative. B, project B, the NPV is positive. So which project I will go for? Project B, right? So are you comfortable now? This is exam question. I'm just preparing you for final examination and that's why I'm showing you guys. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. So you are all comfortable and accordingly only I am proceeding now. So project B is selected. Okay. Now, so let's go ahead a little bit further. Okay. Yeah. Iloni, can you read it? Question number this C. Acha, B part and C part. Just tell me fast.
The demand of a product for past 12 months was observed as follows. Months and demand is given for 12 months. Using 3-year moving average method, find out forecasted demand for 13th month. Also find MAD, MSC and MAPE.
Okay. So now how to calculate? This is what again forecasting, right? Operation part. Comfortable? Guys, comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what again operation part. But guys, if you stuck up in future, please connect with me because I can explain you. By the way, how to calculate this 3-year moving average or this is forecasted demand for 13th month? How you will 3-year moving average? How to do it? Can anybody explain?
So in the fourth year, we'll take the average of first 3 years,
Hmm.
and likewise we'll get for 13th month.
Okay. Likewise. Okay. Okay. Just a minute. Somebody is saying some question. Sushil, what is the question? I have not understood. Sushil has asked one question. What is the project implementation? What is that? What is the period of implementation? Sushil, I don't understand. What is the question? Sushil, in the last sum, okay, in the last sum, period of implementation, guys, it is mentioned, na? Uh, where it is? Where it
So
is mentioned?
below life of the project it is given.
Okay, okay, period of implementation, 1 year. Oh, got it. Guys, period of implementation is nothing but your investment. Okay, so investment 10 lakh is done in first year. That is what they are trying to tell you. Okay, Sushil. Yes. Sushil, just try to understand. That means this 10 lakh, whatever in this sum been mentioned, it is been this expenditure is done in first year. Okay, when it is done expenditure in first year, so technically understand that you are trying to avoid the PV factor. But just understand if it is been asked that the period of implementation is 1 year and all this 10 lakh is been expended after 1 year, after at the end of the first year, means what? आपको ये 10 लाख पर डिस्काउंट फैक्टर लगाना पड़ेगा 1 year का डिस्काउंट फैक्टर आएगा in that case because if it is been done for after 1 year, so we have to calculate from second year. No, because what has been happening,
So
see,
then cash outflow will also be discounted.
yeah, cost cash in this case no, because period of
No, at
implementation,
the end of the year if it is given.
if it is mentioned end of the year, then yes, the cash outflow will also be discounted. 10 lakhs को discount factor से multiply करना पड़ेगा. Okay, Sushil, did I answer your query? In this case, in this question, nothing is there because year 1 itself 2 lakhs you are generating. Year 2 itself 3 lakhs you are generating. In this question, you need not require to do anything. This is as good as after first year, after second year. But and this is as good as the year of implementation within first year itself, all the payment been done. But sometimes it is mentioned at the end, then you have to do that. Then you have to consider that. So Sushil, did I answer your query? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So forecasting sums, you must be aware that if it is a 3-year moving average, that means the first 280, 288, 266 average I will take for fourth year as a forecast. Do you remember that? Operations somebody must have taught you. Okay. Comfortable?
Yes.
Okay. So question number 3, I mean, 4C is also operations part. Now you talk about question number 5A. Can you tell me, ma'am? Can you read it?
Initial investment in a project is rupees 10 lakh.
Hmm.
Its cost of capital is 10%. The cash inflows generated by the project for next 5 years are as follows. Years and cash inflows for 5 years are given. Determine payback period, post payback profitability, net present value, discounted payback period, profitability index.
Okay, guys, you tell me, did we solve this kind of sum already?
Yes.
Right? So, if I will take, this is the first question itself. If I will do here itself the same jugglery. Huh? Okay, for the time being, this sum, what I will do, I will just take a photograph and share with you because I am changing the numbers right now. Okay, with you all, let it be. Okay, because I will just share. Just a minute. Huh? Okay, if this is done, so let's do this calculation. What has been mentioned, ma'am? What is the outflow? 10 lakhs again. And cash inflow kitna hai? 6 lakh.
6 lakh, 3 lakh,
Okay, first one is 6 lakh. Then it is 3 lakhs. Okay. Then it
2
is
lakh,
2 lakhs. Okay.
5 lakhs, 5 lakh.
2 lakhs. Then it is 5 lakhs. Okay. 5 lakhs. And this is again a 5 lakhs. And what is the cost of capital?
10 lakh.
Cost of capital is 10%. है ना?
Yeah, 10%.
It is 10%. So if I will put this 10%, what is happening? I have got the PV factor. Again, I will go back to check my PV factor में किधर जाऊंगा? Starting में, है ना? 10%, that is 0.909. Yes. Then it is 0.826. Ma'am, next third one, can you tell me? 751, 683, 621. बराबर है सब?
Yes.
So I will be multiplying these cash flows with this. Am I right?
Yes.
Acha. Now, can you tell me how to calculate payback period now?
Yes, sir.
Calculate.
So,
पहले
first
cumulative.
years,
Yeah.
3 years
Cumulative
plus
flow I will check first. So where my 10 lakhs are getting recovered. So when I am recovering my 10 lakhs between
3 and 4. Between 2 and 3.
between 2 and 3. So accordingly, then I will use my payback period wala formula which I have given you lower year, that is previous year plus, you remember, right? The difference between
Initial investment minus the previous
previous
year.
year cash flow divided by
Next year cash flow minus previous year.
okay, so that way you can calculate. So this will come something around 2 point something years, 2.1 or 2.2,
2.5.
2.5 years. Are you comfortable? Guys, these kind of sums are there for today also, payback period calculation. So this is payback period. ठीक है, 2.5 or 2.2 years जो भी आएगा. But are you comfortable? Did we do that? Okay, so now post payback, can you tell me post payback profitability क्या होगा?
So 21 minus 10.
21 minus 10. So now, yes, 21 minus 10, that is 11 lakhs is what you are getting post payback profitability. Okay, comfortable?
Yes.
So far, in both the cases, I have not used discount factor, but the third part of this question, guys, 10 marks के लिए question है ये. That is calculate net present value. What I will be doing? Present value factor से multiply करूँगा. Whatever the cash flows are there, I will get these individual cash flow of year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will do the summation of it. And after getting summation, I got something around 15,95,000. Net present value क्या रहेगा? Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me net present value?
15 lakh. No, net present value.
No. 15,95,000 minus
Minus 10 lakh.
10 lakh. That is present value of cash inflows minus present value of cash outflows. If I will do that, I will get net present value. Okay.
Yes.
Then discounted payback period, how I will calculate?
Discount the cash flows and then accumulate the
Then again
discounted.
cumulative I will calculate. And now earlier it was 2.2 years something was the cash period, discount payback period. And now what is happening?
3 and 4. So
3
3
and
will
4. So now 3 point some years are going to be your cash inflow, payback, discounted payback period. Don't you think that? So discounted payback period, your payback period has increased. Okay.
yes.
So always understand that discounted payback period is always equal to minimum. It will be payback equal to payback period, or it can increase, but it will never be less than payback period, discounted payback period. There will be a question on this also today, and that's why I'm telling you. So discounted payback period will always be, yes, bolo, discounted DPB will always be less than, equal to, less than or greater than, sorry, it always be greater than equal to payback period. वो ज्यादा ही हो सकता है, ये अगर 2.1 उससे ज्यादा हो सकता है, लेकिन पेबैक पीरियड के इक्वल भी हो सकता है जब कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल इज व्हाट, कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल इज 0. अंडरस्टैंड दैट, अंडरस्टैंड ना. इफ आई टेक द कॉस्ट ऑफ कैपिटल 0, क्या होगा? लुक एट दिस, द सेम कैश फ्लोज विल बी देयर ना. तो यानी इधर अगर 2.1 आया, इधर भी 2.1 ही आएगा ना. आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the reason these calculations are involved. This was, what was the cost? 10%. Okay. Now the last question, PI, profitability index. How to calculate, ma'am?
Present value of cash inflow divided by present value of cash outflow.
Okay, so that means this divided by this. Okay, so if somebody asks you to calculate PI for this question, what I will be doing? PI, present value of cash inflow, that is this, divided by, whatever, 1.59.
Yes.
Okay, so anything above 1 PI is always good, right? And in this case also. So 10 marks you are cashing it by solving this question. 2019, guys, much easier to solve.
Yes.
Comfortable, Filoni?
Yes.
Yeah? Yes. Now, question number 5B.
The utility data for a network are given below. Activities 1 to 8 and durations are given. Draw network diagram and find critical path and critical time. Find EST, EFT, LST and LFT for each activity. Find total float, free float, independent float and interference float for all the activities.
Okay. Comfortable? Yeah, this is operation part. Okay. So network diagram draw करना है. But if you look at so far the question paper, if you see 50-50% लग रहा है. Operation part उतना ही है जितना
Yes.
finance part है. Don't you think so?
Yes.
So many a times it happens that you can able to clear this entire paper. Okay, guys, what happened? Question paper is not visible now.
Sir,
Somebody,
it is visible.
it is visible now. Okay, fine. Yeah, Abhishek is also replying. Lot of things. I'm getting replies. I'm happy. Good. Now, so this is the operation part. Now look at this. What is this? Question number 6.
EVA.
Earned value analysis. Earned value analysis. How to calculate this? You just tell me how BCWS in above case is calculated. BCWS. Guys, I am on chat available. Please tell me. Chat also, or Heloni, if somebody wants to answer also, they can unmute and answer, please. How? This is the data earned value का दिया है, because today also this question is there.
So it
It's
is
just,
planned.
what is not visible? The screen is visible now. Hiloni can see, so that means everybody can see. No, is it okay now? Tejas, visible? Question paper not visible.
So
Hiloni,
I can see. I don't know about them.
okay. Tejas, Pavan, you also cannot see.
So you actually basically we have to open the other screen, not the one which shows your video.
No, because I have shared the complete my screen only. No.
Yeah, they're visible.
Okay. Garima is visible. Tejas, anything? Can you able to see this question? Obviously, some part is little not legible. Okay, great. Now you tell me. Yeah. Now you tell me, guys. Yes. Ah, what is how to calculate DCWS in this question? How to calculate DCWS? Please tell me.
It's a planned value.
हाँ, planned value कैसे निकालते हैं? Do you remember something? Please tell me. Somebody put the remark. Fatafat, fatafat. You are known, guys. Oh, we can't see. Okay, again I think I have missed. Iloni, you can also not see now.
So that I can see.
Okay. Mm, okay. Uh, resume presentation. Resume presentation. Okay. Now everything is visible. Now visible. Yes. Tell me. Great. Thank you. Yes, guys. Tell me. So
So
how to solve this? फटाफट बोलो यार. Time कम है अपने पास. Yes. DCWS. How to calculate?
budgeted cost into planned percentage completion. So we'll get planned value.
Out of this percentage, what you said? Sorry.
Budgeted cost into budgeted percentage.
Yes. Budgeted cost into budgeted percentage. Okay, good. Okay, guys. Now, what I am doing in this, let's utilize. Okay. So anyhow, what I am saying, it is visible. All right. It is also visible to you. Hmm. Okay. Just try to understand now. It is taking the captions also. Okay. BCWS is equal to budgeted cost of work schedule is equal to how it is calculated planned value is equal to percentage schedule completion multiply by budgeted cost. Okay, Iloni, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now it is basically multiply by percentage schedule completion multiply by budgeted cost. Now, can anybody tell me what is DCWP?
Earned value.
Earned value. Earned value. What is the formula?
Actual percentage completion into actual cost.
actual percentage completion multiply by, sorry, on actual cost nahi, budgeted cost again. Actual percentage completion multiply by budgeted cost. This is going to be your BCWP, budgeted cost of work performed. Mahek, are you with me? You are getting? Mr. Mahek? Mahek? Okay, great. So BCWS is clear to you. Then BCWP is clear to you. How to calculate? Then the summation of that. Okay. Guys, do you want me to solve this everything? Or you are comfortable? You can able to solve? Yes? You can solve, right? Last week, in second session, earned value analysis, we did discuss about all these things in detail. Oh, Disha is has
So just for 1 year.
Yeah, tell me. Okay, just I'm typing. Then you have to help me out, huh? एक minute. If I can take from this data. I'm just taking this data. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is what I have to do it. Okay. Predecessor है क्या कोई?
No.
Okay. Direct it has been given. Days nothing is given. Okay. Budgeted cost, actual percentage completion, and budgeted. Okay. Yeah. Control X. Sorry. What is been given? Percentage schedule. Disha, just look at a percentage schedule completion. And what is being given here? इसके लिए days की जगह पे days नहीं है, इधर actual percentage completion. Just understand, huh? And then cost is given. That is budgeted cost and actual cost. You tell me now first. First का क्या है? फटाफट बोलते जाओ, अभी time waste नहीं. 100%. Then
100, 70.
एक मिनट, हाँ, ये क्या है? परसेंटेज में है. ओके, 70, 100,
100, 70,
70,
55,
55,
30, 10,
30, 10.
all zeros.
शेड्यूल कंप्लीशन नॉर्मली हम लोग ड्रॉ करके निकालते हैं.
So it is still 10 only. 10 activities.
This is actually 100. Sorry. Then
100,
yeah,
60,
60,
50,
50,
25,
25,
and zeros.
0, 0.
So the activity is only till 10.
There are 10 activities, na?
Yes.
That's the thing. So now amount 10, 12, 18, next
25,
25,
20,
20,
15, 10,
5, 10,
8.5, 6.5, and 5.
6.5, 6.5 and 5. अरे बाप रे, कुछ तो मिसिंग हो गया बेटा. 10, 12, 18, 25,
20,
20,
15,
15, 10,
10, 8.5, 6.5, 5.
बराबर है? हाँ, बराबर है. Okay, then actual cost first. Okay, you can't see
Not right.
because okay now
Yes, sir. 12,
Now let me work. Yeah.
12.5,
12.5.
12,
First.
13, 12.5, 12, 13, 6, and then all zeros.
Zero. Okay. Now कैसे निकालेंगे? So first thing, BC. I told you BCWS. How to take out BCWS? I told you something. BCWS is equal to what? Percentage work scheduled multiply by what I told you.
Budgeted cost.
Okay. Budgeted cost. Budgeted cost. Disha, are you comfortable? Okay. So now, what is going to happen? This multiply by this. Okay. But the problem is this should be in percentage. है ना? So divided by 100, I will be just
So
putting it
10
because
multiplied by 100. Budgeted
huh?
cost. So
Sorry.
budgeted cost, right? So 10 into 100.
Sorry. So that is 10 into 100, as you have correctly pointed out. Just a minute. It is. I will just transfer this number into general category because percentage has gone. Okay. 12. So what I have to multiply, guys? Sorry.
Budgeted cost into schedule completion.
Sorry. So, budgeted cost into this one. Yeah. So I will do for all. Disha, comfortable? Disha? Yeah. This is for BCWS. How and the summation will be BCW. This is your summation. That is sum of all these things. Sum of from here to here is you are going to be BCWS. This is your BCWS. Can you tell me now BCWP? BCWP. How it is?
Actual completion, percentage completion into budgeted cost.
So BCWP is percentage work schedule की जगह percentage work actual completed into budgeted cost. That is going to be BCWP. Okay. So now how it is going to be? Can you tell me which cell going to be multiplied?
12
Cost
into 100.
into this divided by 100. I am just making it. So this is what going to be for all, Anna, and BCWP if I have to calculate. Done. And what is actual cost? ACWP? How much it is going to be? ACWP?
Actual percentage actual completion into actual cost.
ये तो directly ACWP is actual cost. Okay. So now you have got now BCWP, you have got ACWP, you have got this. Error नहीं है ना अभी? Okay. So what is S? Disha, can you tell me what is CPI? What you are going to do? This is BCWP. That is this divided by. Yeah, tell me fast, yeah. This divided by CPI will be this. Am I right? 0.75. Are you getting? Yes, Disha. CPI, earned value divided by ACR. Okay, BCWP is your earned value. You are right, absolutely right. This is what. And this is what your planned value. Am I right? Hmm. Okay, CPI आ गया. What is SPI? 10 marks का question है. बोलिए. Earned value divided by BCWS. Okay, that's what. Perfect. Okay, what is going to be the noting? It is less than 1. What will be your opinion? What you will be giving your suggestions?
Over budget.
Yeah, when CPI is less than 1, that is over budgeted. And SPI less than 1, that means
Delay.
there is delay in project. Perfect. Are you following this? Guys, are you comfortable? You just tell me. Is everybody is comfortable? Disha comfortable? Yes. CPI and SPI again, please. Okay. Right. So CPI and SPI. Pawan, just understand CPI कैसे calculate किया? Formula is CPI का. Okay. CPI, here I am writing the formula. CPI equals to earned value that is this BCWP divided by ACWP. So can you, is it okay? Pawan? And SPI is equal to yes, Pawan, earned value divided by planned value. Is it okay? Correct? And that's why it is less than 1 है, so over budget रहेगा CPI. CPI is cost and SPI is with respect to time. So delay in project less than 1 है. Comfortable? Yes, guys, give your response, please. Yeah. So this is the university problem of 2019. I mean, just look at the calculation part. I am not going into that plus minus how it is, but this is what. So if this is done, what I am doing right away, I am sharing this. Comfortable? I have shared with you. Great. Okay, let's move ahead. Disha, and cost variance क्या होता है भाई? Yes. Somebody should tell me what is cost variance.
EV minus AC.
EV minus AC. That is cost variance. Okay, that is also done. Great. Okay, question number 6B. Can you read this and tell me what is this? It is again operation part, but can be solved. Okay. 6B is operation का part है, critical path diagram वगैरह. Okay. As I told you, today I may not able to discuss all this because of operation part. It's not the question of out of scope, it's a question of time. आज हमारे पास operations part discuss करने के लिए extra time भी नहीं है. Still I have extended. Okay, no issues. Question number 7. Yeloni, read it fast.
Write short note on any tool. Can chart project life cycle and detailed project report.
Okay. So now you tell me, Gantt chart you have already been taught in operations, but project life cycle I have already taught you. Are you comfortable with project life cycle?
Yes.
This is the project life cycle which I have already explained you much before. Yeah, this is project life cycle. S-curve I have taught you. Just before that, project life cycle, this notes is also given to you. So what is that project life cycle? It's the life cycle of the project from starting to end. So right from inspection stage, project starts with, which is at that time, you know that you have it is only in the ideation stage, inception. The resources are required is minimum, bare minimum. But later on, when it goes to the elaboration, that is planning phase, more resources are added in the project, and that's why cost of the project is increasing, which is shown in green line in this diagram. Subsequently, if you look at the cost of project is subsequently increased. Are you getting? And this is what it's shown as the construction phase, and then it is the transportation transition phase. Transition, that means it's the transfer of the project. Comfortable, guys? So this is the, just like it is nothing but the S curve, this green part. But you look at this red wala line, what it represents? Risk of the project, which is decreasing over a period of time. Risk of the project, which is decreasing over a period of time, because it is in initial conception phase. Risk is very high in the sense project execution has not taken place, nothing has been done, so risk is very high of completion. Whereas as you go on elaboration phase, construction phase, the risk of execution goes on decreasing, and that is why the risk is shown decreasing phase. Is it okay? Project life cycle, can you write a note with the diagram? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then detailed project report. I have discussed this last week. Do you remember?
Yes.
What has to be added in that? I have told you in detailed project report something else also to be added. What are those? Look at this. I'm talking about detailed project report. Just try to understand what you should write in that. Just try to understand this. A detailed project report is basically project report is submitted to the top management for basic understanding of your project. And while raising the funds, a bank will also ask you give us the DPR, detailed project report. Okay. So DPR consists of what? Name of the project. एक document रहता है. उस document में क्या रहेगा? Name of the project रहेगा. Like this. Name of the project will be mentioned in that document. Okay. After that, name of the project, what is mentioned? Address of the project, matlab project, who are project sponsor, address of the project. Then you will be mentioning about the project sponsor, if at all, matlab the details, project sponsor details, matlab who are in the project, who will be doing that. Anna? You will be mentioning little bit about the stakeholders of the project. Those details are also be mentioned initially. And then what else you will be mentioning? Look at this. These details will be mentioned in the project just for your understanding. Apart from that, then objective of the project, why you are going for such project, introduction of the project, that is introduction may this project, why I'm going for, what is the reason I'm going for this kind of project, and what is the future scope of this project, वगैरह I will be starting with. And then technical appraisal of the project. Guys, understand that. ये 5 marks के लिए question पूछा है इधर. 5 marks detailed project report. Many a times, this technical appraisal itself is asked for 5 marks. Many a times. This technical appraisal itself is asked for 5 marks. And that I will be discussing now for 5 marks what is to be answered. Okay. So now, in this detailed project report, you should talk about objective of the project, introduction of the project. You should talk about technical appraisal of the project. Technical appraisal, I will be describing it separately also. Then it is commercial appraisal. Commercial appraisal matlab kya hai? You will be talking about demand and supply. Demand, supply, forecast for the products which the project will be developing. That is the commercial appraisal of the project. Financial appraisal, you will be talking about payback. You will be talking about DPV, discounted payback. You will be talking about IRR of the project. You will be talking about NPV of the project. You will be talking about ROI of the project, return on investment of the project. This is all about the financial appraisal of the project. Guys, I'm basically giving you answer to the question straight away. What should be written in the university paper? And that's what you have to remember like this. Whatever I'm telling you, the same thing you can write it in the exam. Okay, economic appraisal of the project, that is also part of the DPR. What should be, it consist of? Economic appraisal. Huh? How many people employed? Huh? People employed. What else you can be? Huh? Then what you will be mentioning? GDP addition by the project. By project. I'm just creating the answer for you. GDP addition by the project. Labor laws, whether it has been considered. Okay, all those is a part of economic appraisal of the project. Ecological appraisal, whether the project is effect of project on what you will be calculating. You tell me. Effect of project on water, surrounding water, air, soil. These are to be written because many a times a project say सॉइल खराब हो सकता है, जैसे न्यूक्लियर पावर प्लांट से वाटर गेटिंग में गेट कंटामिनेटेड, वेयर एज थर्मल पावर प्लांट से एयर में गेट कंटामिनेटेड, सीमेंट प्लांट से या स्टील प्लांट से अगेन एयर of surrounding the plant is getting contaminated. These are, and that's why ecological appraisal is also required to be considered. The next one is management appraisal. Management appraisal is talking about who is the sponsor of the project. Okay, what is their experience of the project, experience on the project. These are all the part of the explanation you have to give sponsor के बारे में. Okay, are you getting? And then you have to talk about regulator also. Okay, stakeholders also you can talk about in management appraisal. Stakeholders of the projects also you should able to discuss. And the last part is concluding remark. Why should we go for this project? ऐसा DPR होता है guys. ये सब details लिखने का रहता है and then it completes a detailed project report. Are you comfortable? Can you solve 2019 question paper? Are you comfortable guys?
Yes.
Very good. This is what we require. If you are comfortable, then I will move to the most complex question paper, that is 2018. Okay? Are you comfortable so far? Guys, why I'm saying 2018, I have to start with because 2019 आपको लगा होगा यार इतना simple paper है ना? Now look at 2018 because always alternative year the question papers are tough for, it is general experience. I'm not taking sacrosanct, but general experience is alternate year question papers are tough or simple. And like now 2019 was a simple question paper which you have already solved just now. So naturally 2018 when I will talk about, it is going to be little tough. And that is why I'm just opening this question paper now, 2018. Let's try to look at this. Okay. Are you with me, guys? Everybody is with me? Yeah. Question number 1A. What is this? If you look at what is this all about question? Yes, I'm looking at your chat also. Yeah, tell me. Yes. Yeah, question paper can be shared. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, tell me. Question number 1B. 1A is what? Hiloni, can you tell me?
So operations.
Question number 1A is operation. So it's a typical operation question, but the level of this question is quite high, and that is why see, look at this. This is a compulsory question. Question number 1, 20 marks के लिए compulsory question है, and 1B. Look at this, compulsory question है. इसमें कोई option कुछ नहीं है. 1B. Look at that. You read this question and then you tell me how to solve it. Yeah, guys. Whoever has solved that year this question, they have passed. And who couldn't able to solve this question, you can understand. So let's talk about this question. Yeah, how to solve this. Take minute, huh? I'm just taking it down. Yeah, can you able to read this? Yeah, tell me. Yes, madam. B, question number 1B.
A company intends to produce a single product whose estimated demand in year 1 is 1,700 units. It is expected to increase by 85 units each subsequent year. Estimated price for year 1 is rupees 600 per unit, which is expected to increase by rupees 15 per unit each subsequent year. Operating expenses excluding depreciation and interest on term loan for year 1 are estimated to be rupees 1,78,000, which are expected to increase by 20,000 each subsequent year. At the beginning of the project, uh, liabilities include equity capital of rupees 6 lakh and term loan of rupees 12 lakh. Assets include land rupees 1 lakh and other fixed asset rupees 17 lakh. Term loan is to be repaid in 5 years with equal annual installments and carries 12% rate of interest charged on opening balance of that year. Other fixed assets are depreciated at 10% per year by WDV method. Calculate DSCR and ICR.
Okay, DSCR and ICR. Okay.
For
Fine.
year 1 and 2, assume income tax rate is 35%. All units produced are sold in the same year. All payments and expenses realized in the same year.
Okay, how to do this? Tell me. How to do this? Yeah, this is one among the toughest question anytime it is been asked. Huh? Okay, let's try to do it. Huh? Okay, I'm just taking one formula and then we'll be solving it. Okay. There is one formula I'm mentioning here, that is EMI. This formula, whatever is there, this is called EMI formula. Okay. Okay. Tell me. So now, guys, let's solve this question. Huh? This is one of the toughest problem ever asked by the university. Okay. And that is why I'm going to solve it. Yeah, tell me fast. Eka. Please have a look. Understand this. If you are not following, because both, it will be very tough then to match this requirement. Net. Is it visible?
So question 5 is visible.
Achha, sorry. Okay. Complete. Question B is visible, right? Yeah. The first data. Guys, जिस तरह से solve करना है वैसा ही करो जैसा I am starting with. Please start. Yeah, tell me. Tell me, ma'am. A company
intends to produce a single product whose estimated demand in year 1 is 1,700.
Okay, so demand is given. So this is the way in a final exam also you have to type. Demand कितना है 1,700. Then
which is expected to increase by 85 units.
So next year it will be 1,785, right?
Yes.
Achha, next.
Price is estimated as 600 per unit.
Per year 600. Okay, next year?
Increase by 15 per unit. So 615.
615 होने वाला है. So this is the way data to be written. अभी डिमांड दिया है, प्राइस दिया है, तो what is going to be the sales revenue?
Price into demand.
That is demand into price, and that is that simple. Okay, so this is done. Both the years you have calculated. What next?
Operating expenses excluding depreciation and interest.
एक minute, wait a minute. Just I'm doing one more because like, operating expenses. So now operating expenses given. Operating expenses. What is given operating expenses?
1,78,000.
1,78,000. Okay. Okay. 70.
Increase by 20,000. So 1,98,000.
Next year वो हो रहा है 1,98,000. See how slowly it has to be solved. This question. Yeah. Next.
Then assets and liabilities are given.
Assets and liabilities. अरे बाप रे. Now you tell me. यार assets and liabilities का मैं करूँगा क्या? Alright. So that means there is a balance sheet involved. तो बैलेंस शीट में assets and liabilities लगते हैं. बैलेंस शीट के दो पार्ट्स रहते हैं. एक रहता है लेफ्ट साइड liabilities, am I right? And right side रहता है assets. ये सब काम में आने वाले हैं अभी. बोलो अभी मैम. लाइबिलिटी साइड ये एक मैं बैलेंस शीट छोटा सा इधर बना के रख रहा हूँ. इट इज
Capital.
हाँ टेल मी.
Equity capital is 6 lakh.
अच्छा लाइबिलिटीज इज इक्विटी कैपिटल. इक्विटी इज 6 lakhs. ओके.
And term loan is 12 lakh.
Term loan is 12 lakh. Okay. This is term loan. The asset side. Now you tell me.
Land 1 lakh.
Okay. What is that?
Land.
Land. Land is 1,100,000.
Other fixed asset is given 17 lakh.
Other fixed asset. Left. You know that कभी भी this should be left side is equal to right side होना चाहिए. 18 lakhs आ रहा है.
Yes.
Both side.
Yes.
Commission. Okay, so that's the thing. Sorry. Okay, so this is. So फिर अपना सही है. So इस प्रॉब्लम में बैलेंस शीट भी कैलकुलेट करना था जो कर लिया आपने. नेक्स्ट क्या करना है? What is given next data?
Term loan is required to pay in 5 years with equal annual installments.
Oh my goodness.
That is 12%.
हाँ तो टर्म लोन. That means those term loan जो ऊपर दिया है to be repaid in
5 years.
in 5 years. This is what been mentioned. और क्या बोला है?
At the interest of 12%.
हाँ and उसका कॉस्ट दिया है टर्म लोन का 12%. This is what the data is given. है ना? Okay. And क्या बोला है? It is to be paid in 5 years.
Yes.
Okay. So that is one more data they have asked for. It is to be paid for next 5 years. And what? Again, can you read it? Term loan wala part.
Term loan is to be repaid in 5 years with equal annual installments and carries 12% rate of interest on opening balance of that year.
Okay, so 12% is your interest. Huh? Chalega. So first thing, year, EMI, I have to calculate. Interest, I have to calculate. And one more data we have been asked, and principal repaid, that also we require now. Yes? Okay, guys. This is one more table we have to prepare. First year, how much EMI going to come? Guys, EMI कितना आएगा? 12 लाख पे EMI कितना आएगा? To calculate this, you will be using this formula. Huh? that is P into R. Can you tell me which is P in this case? P is principal amount.
Yes.
12 lakh
12
multiplied
lakh.
by
12%.
into R, that is 12%, multiply by 1 plus R, that is 1 plus R is this raised to, guys, understand this, raised to pi, right? Whole thing divided by, what is that? 1 plus, sorry, अरे बाप रे क्या हुआ मेरा? Control Z. Oh, what happened? Why it has jumped? PMI calculation क्या था अपना? फटाफट बताओ यार. We have limited time.
12 lakh into 12%.
12 lakhs into, sorry यार, shit. Into
12%.
12% and into again
1 plus 12%.
okay, that is 1 plus 12% मतलब 1.12 ना?
Yes.
Raised to फटाफट
5.
raised to pi and whole thing divided by what I tell you?
1.12 raised to 5 minus 1.
Okay, 1.12 raised to pi raised to pi. Hey, what is this here? फिर से? Shit. 1.12 raised to pi minus 1.
No, sir, divided by
Oh. Okay. This thing divided by, am I right?
1.12
Raised to 5. Yeah. Now you tell me. Which आया? अरे बाप रे.
the bracket issue.
कौन सा bracket missing है? Here. There is one more bracket. Yeah. Are you getting? ये EMI है. EMI how many years मुझे देना पड़ेगा?
5 years.
So this value is going to be there for next 5 years. Okay? Understand that. This is going to be for next 5 years as it is. Just try to understand. So this is a 5-year I have to repay. And that is the reason I'm doing like this. Huh? Now you tell me, why मैं interest क्यों निकाल रहा हूँ? ये सब मेहनत क्यों कर रहा हूँ? Guys, can you tell me? मुझे क्वेश्चन में तो DSCR पूछा है, लेकिन इंटरेस्ट क्यों निकाल रहा हूँ मैं? You know that DSCR formula, if you remember, what has been mentioned?
Interest on term loan.
Interest भी चाहिए ना, interest on term loan. So that is not been given, and that's why you will calculate now. Okay. Now you tell me, 12 lakhs आपका, okay, 12 lakhs. Okay. What was the initial amount? Value remaining. पहला कितना था? Value remaining. ये वाला, that's why I am taking time, but ऐसा वाला फिर से आना नहीं चाहिए. But anyway, we are helpless. 12 lakhs is your initial amount. Interest कितना आएगा 12 lakhs पे? Is multiply
12%
into this 12% फर्स्ट ईयर का. तो प्रिंसिपल कितना पे किया होगा इसका मतलब मैंने फर्स्ट ईयर में? EMI जो दिया, EMI माइनस इंटरेस्ट, Don't you think that much I have paid? Principal amount? Guys, EMI मैंने तो 3,32,000 दिया ना, इंटरेस्ट उसमें से 1,44,000 गया, तो प्रिंसिपल कितना गया मेरा? यस मैडम, Hiloni, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
What you have got? See, out of I have given 3,32,000 is my EMI is coming 5 years. EMI in the sense, now in this case it is EAI, equated annual installment, 3,32,000 first year installment. So 12 लाख में से 1,44,000 इंटरेस्ट गया, तो बचा प्रिंसिपल जो 3,32, 1,88,000. So उतने से मेरा ये कम हो जाएगा इंटरेस्ट, आई मीन प्रिंसिपल.
Remaining value.
तो रिमेनिंग वैल्यू, अभी रिमेनिंग वैल्यू पे मुझे क्या रहेगा? इंटरेस्ट पे करना रहेगा, अगेन उस साल का इंटरेस्ट पे करना पड़ेगा. Am I right? So how much will be that interest? 10,11,000.
Remaining value into 12%.
Right, that is what I will be doing. है ना? So I am just putting it up the same thing. Principal, I am just carry forward in 5 years. और इधर क्या होने वाला है? You just tell me. What is going to happen here? I have to carry forward ना, just.
Yeah.
Are you getting what is how this is come? 10,11,000. 10,11,000 minus 2,11,000. I am getting 7,99,000. 7,99,000 पे 12% I will be charging. So I will be getting 95,000 is my EMI. Are you getting? So principal I paid 2,36,000. If I do the summation of this, you just see. If I do the summation of this, what it should happen? Principal, ma'am, क्या होना चाहिए? I should have paid complete 12 lakhs. Is it happening?
Yes.
So that means my EMI calculation is pakka. Are you getting? So this is one more calculation this question demands. Okay, comfortable? Okay, term loan का ये हिसाब किताब. This is the second part of this question paper. Question. Can you read now further? What is mentioned further?
Other fixed assets are depreciated at 10% per year by WDV method. Sir, cannot hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, for ICR calculation, you are right. Now you tell me first. Yeah. Next calculation क्या करना पड़ेगा? See now.
Depreciation.
Depreciation. वो कैसे calculate करेंगे? और एक टेबल आएगा depreciation table. My goodness, guys. एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए मैं 3 कैलकुलेशन कर रहा हूँ. As I told you, entire university, only my student must have attempted this. Nothing else. Depreciation table बोलो कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे? I have told you last week itself. Year क्या है? Depreciation table के 4 कंपोनेंट. Year का initial value of
Depreciation, remaining value.
okay, initial value minus depreciation and then value remaining. This is what last week we solved it. Now you tell me. First, this is how many years depreciation?
5.
Oh my goodness. So 1 year, 2 years.
2 years is okay.
Huh?
2 years.
2 years now. Okay, let's do for 2 years. क्या value है? Asset value?
17 lakh.
It is either already calculated है ना. Asset value is 17 lakhs. Okay, depreciation first rate दिया है
10%.
10% per annum depreciation. So how you will calculate? Is equal to this multiply by 10%, then the value remaining will be this minus this. Is it okay? The next year I will be carrying forward is equal to this, right? What is going to happen? I have to just carry forward. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. 124. Done? Are you getting depreciation table also? Because 2 years ka calculation karna hai, that's why I did it for this much only. Saloni also endorsed that. Okay. Guys, now if so much of calculation is understood to you, now let's discuss little bit. Now, you tell me this table. Now I am talking about this table, cash flow table. Let's calculate that. What is going to be the formula? Can you tell me? कैसे करेंगे? I am just highlighting because you have to understand. Sales minus operating expenses. क्या आने वाला है? Sales minus operating expenses. Can you tell me PBDIT? Can I say that?
Yes.
Is equal to sales minus. Yes. Don't you think so? This is PBDIT I have calculated. After PBDIT, what I am supposed to subtract? Minus
Depreciation.
depreciation. So what is the depreciation? The first year depreciation. What is
170.
okay? The first year depreciation is going to be. I'm just putting it up. Depreciation table किधर है? This is the depreciation table. 1,70,000. Okay. And the second year depreciation 1,53,000. Right? Then क्या आएगा? If depreciation I will subtract, then what I will be getting? PBIT. Okay. If I got this, then what is going to be? PBIT is equal to this minus this. Am I right? So I got the PBIT. Then what I am supposed to calculate, beta?
Minus interest.
Minus interest, है ना? So minus interest, if I have to do minus interest. Interest from where I will be taking? I have already calculated first year interest. This. अभी समझ में आ रहा है भाई? It is such a long. I did the calculation. Okay. Are you getting, guys? Interest. Then what is PBT? Then in this case, PBT. Yes, guys. What is going to be PBT? Is minus this. You're getting PBT. Then what is going to be the taxes? What is going to be the taxes?
Minus 35%.
35%. 35% of what? This into 0.35. Is it okay?
Yes.
So this into this. So what is PAT? What is going to be the PAT?
PBT minus taxes.
PBT minus taxes. If this is going to be, you got the PAT as well. See, this is very cumbersome and most complex question. I know that. But have you got it? If all these things are calculated, can I calculate now DSCR? DSCR का formula क्या है यार? Okay, I will tell you. What is that? PBT, I have already told you. I am just taking this. I am trying to make it fast because we have something else to be done also now. नहीं तो ये पूरा टाइम यही खा रहा है अपना. हाँ. Okay. DSCR. What is the formula DSCR? PAT. Madam. पैट क्या है इसमें से, इस प्रॉब्लम में? पैट
plus depreciation
प्लस डेप्रिसिएशन प्लस
interest on term loan
इंटरेस्ट ऑन टर्म लोन. ओके
divided by
ओके, एक मिनट. इंटरेस्ट ऑन टर्म लोन डिवाइडेड बाय, इन ब्रैकेट,
interest on term loan
इंटरेस्ट ऑन टर्म लोन. ओके,
plus term loan component repaid.
दैट मीन्स इतना दिया ना हम लोग ने, टर्म लोन कंपोनेंट रीपेड, वहां से लिया प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट, है ना? इफ आई विल डू दिस 1.97, दिस इज फॉर फर्स्ट ईयर एंड दिस इज फॉर सेकेंड ईयर. नहीं, बट सेकेंड ईयर में ये गलती किया ना, क्या आएगा?
2,11,000.
हाँ, टर्म लोन कैंप, दिस वन शुड बी term loan component repaid is this one, 2.05. This is DSCR. What is ICR calculation? Interest coverage ratio.
PBIT upon interest.
It is that simple. Interest coverage ratio. Okay. PBIT upon interest. Okay. बताओ अभी ICR. Tell me. PBIT क्या है? This is PBIT divided by interest. किधर है? This is interest. Done?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. This is what they were expecting in 10 months. Are you comfortable, guys? Okay. How it was? Yes. How it was? Yes. Comfortable? Hiloni, is it was comfortable?
Yes, sir.
है ना? It was tough, no doubt about that, but have you followed now at least after doing so much of minor?
Yes.
Okay, so you can able to solve such questions, right? Okay, so I'm just skipping this, all these things. Okay, sorry, I'm just saving this. Okay, are you okay so far, guys? This is 2 hours are already completed. Listen, now what I will be doing next half an hour, I have risk management and two numericals to be solved. Simple evo. So that part we'll be discussing, and final question paper of today's evening. Is it okay? Are you comfortable? Should I
Yes.
take 10 minutes break?
Yes.
And in between, I will be circulating your attendance also. Okay? Guys, we'll meet at 2:06. Now it is 2:56. So 2:06, I will start. Is it okay?
Okay.
Sure. Okay, thank you. And I will be sharing the attendance as well.
मिरामर कर एशिया से मिडल ईस्ट कर